Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm Jimmy and you're watching the Jimmy in the Wild channel. You know, sometimes it's tough to find a fresh new fishing place that's close by. In Wyoming, a great source of information on new places to fish is the Wyoming Game and Fish Department webpage. If you go there, you can find some cool and unique spots. So go to the main Game and Fish website, then click on the Public Access tab. When you get to the Public Access page, there are two tabs that will take you to maps that show you walk-in fishing areas or other public access areas in Wyoming. The place I visited on this episode appears on the Public Access Area tab on that Game and Fish page. To help you get to that page, I've added the link in the description below. The Game and Fish works with many private landowners to offer anglers places to fish. So if you're tired of your current go-to fishing spot and you need something fresh, check it out. Before we get started, please hit the subscribe button so you can find your way back to this channel for more awesome fishing content. Also, hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video. So this place that I'm going to today does appear on the Game and Fish Public Access Areas page, but I used to fish this creek well before it was turned into a public access area. It's been about 20 years since I've been here, but I was curious to see if the fishing was still just as good. This is Deer Creek and it flows through a very rugged and primitive canyon. It's not an easy access area by any means. There are no real trails that help you navigate your way upstream, and you'll have to hop rocks to cross the creek or just wade across in certain places. The rocks are really slippery too, and just like most places in Wyoming, there's always a chance of running across a rattlesnake. And another thing, there's a ton of poison ivy here. Somehow I managed to brush up against some on my ankle. Well, let's get out there and check this place out. One thing you'll notice here is the diversion dam. This time of year, about 2/3 of the creek is diverted for irrigation. So it's best to fish above the diversion dam so the creek has enough water to support fish. Also, I've always crossed the diversion dam to fish the first quarter mile of fishable creek. On this trip, I started out using a red copper john Bead-Head, but I think I may need something heavier that I can cast just a little bit further. On this first quarter mile of creek, it looked like it had been fished pretty doggone hard. I had a few fish chase the fly, but none would commit. So I continued up the creek to better and harder to get to pools. Oh, there we go, first fish. Oh, he got just a little brown. See if we can catch anything here. So many fish. Oh, almost. That was couldn't tell if that's a rainbow or brown. Oh, there we go. Caught one. We'll see. Just a little tiny brown. We'll catch a bigger guy today. These guys are pretty. Oh. Come here, buddy. Let's get you back in the water. He almost self-released into the creek, but here he is. 10 inches maybe. Oh, fish number. Oh, broke my line. Can I get it back? There he is, another brown trout. Almost took my lure. Either broke it off or yanked it off. It's a nice guy. Back in the water, buddy. Two brown trout, nothing spectacular yet. Small guys. Started out using a copper john, which is my red Bead-Head with copper on it. I have red Bead-Heads with thread, and then the ones with copper, those are copper johns. A little bit heavier, they're easier to cast, they work pretty good. I switched to a Panther Martin, a number 6 gold Panther Martin. Here it is right here. Gold body, so the machine gold body is better than the lead painted gold body. The lead painted gold body, it chips off after a while and it has a different weight to it, a different response in the water. So this is definitely my favorite lure. I have 6-pound test on a Shimano 4000 reel with rear drag. I like the rear drag because it frees up the spool. You can pop the spools on and off and just change your weight of line, type of line, color of line, whatever you want to do. Oh, little brownie. A 5-incher. We got, oh, thank you, fish. Might be the big fish of the day.
Oh, it's a rainbow. It might be 11 inches. Definitely the big fish of the day. Let's get him back in there. Deep spot. He's good. It's definitely better than getting skunked, even catching the little guys. There's another little brownie this time, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, little 6-incher. Pretty fish. Ooh, there we go. That's a bigger guy. Well, bigger than that little guy. I don't think he's as big as the rainbow that I got. Here's a brownie. Yeah, he's maybe 9 inches, 10 inches. Pretty fish. We're gonna toss him back in. Ooh, there we go. Is that a bow? Oh, just another little brownie. Oh, maybe it is a rainbow. It's another rainbow. It was a rainbow spot. It's usually a rainbow area. There we go. Oh, got one. See a brownie? Oh, another bow. I think. Hold on. No, it's a brownie. Brownie for sure. He's got some nice coloration though. Very dark. It's typical of your creek fish. Dark. Big red spots. There he is. Come on. Hit it again. There he is, little tiny brown. Nothing spectacular, but see his red dots from here. Your average 10-incher. Yeah, it's pretty. That's a bigger one. What is he, a rainbow or a brown? A 12-incher. Yeah, maybe 11. So he's tied with that. So this guy is tied with that rainbow now for big fish of the day. Here he is, 12-ish inches, maybe 11 and a half. Back in the water. Let's gonna catch another one out of that hole. Probably not. Ooh, yeah, a little bit bigger. Here's another. This is the new fish, big fish of the day. What is he? He's a brown? No, he's a bow. Makes sense. You typically don't catch two browns in a row in the same nice pool. So he's the big fish of the day. Just a hair over 12. Probably 13 inches. Wow. Skinny too. There he is. Nice fish. Big fish of the day so far. Right about 13. Ooh-wee. Ooh, sorry, buddy. You landed right on that rock. Oh, and you came off. Oh, well. Oh, there's one. Another nice fish. Ooh, he's a jumper. Oh, he got off, too. So I'm going to set it a little bit better. Oh, there we go. That was a nice one. He's good. He might be the big fish of the day now. Let's see. Or does he tie with the last guy? He might tie. Nah, he's a little bit smaller. Perspective, this looks bigger from further away. He's running about right about 11 and a half. It's a male. There's this guy. Beautiful fish. Get him back in the water.
Eventually, I had to stepstone across the creek for the second time. This took me past an old cabin that has nearly been reclaimed by the canyon. This old cabin is about 3/4 of a mile upstream from where I started fishing. The last time I saw this cabin about 20 or so years ago, it wasn't quite so far gone. It's crazy to think that someone hauled all the contents of this cabin back here through all the rocks and brush. It makes you wonder how they got it back here without hurting themselves. Now, all the contents are strewn about and nearly rusted completely through. It's a subtle reminder of how nature works to take back anything left out here too long. Then a little further up the canyon, I reached a spot where I had to go up and over a rock outcrop or go swimming. Since I wanted to stay dry, I chose to go up and over the rock outcrop. With each passing obstacle, the pools became more spectacular and the fishing got much better.
That's a nice one. 10 inches maybe. He's a 9er. Nope, 8. 8 inches. These little guys always take as many hooks as they can. You don't want to let that lure get away. Here we go. Got me just before I got out of the pool. Another little 8-9er. It's a female too, I think. Very pretty. Love those dots.
And a little further up the canyon, I came to a place where I needed to cross the creek, so I took off the hiking boots and put on the water shoes. Also, somehow I lost about an hour of footage on the GoPro. I think it had something to do with one of the smart GoPro batteries.
Ooh-wee, that's a big guy. He's a 14-ish. Would have been the big fish of the day if we got him. There we go. Pretty one. Probably a hair bigger than that little 8-incher I got back there. Little female brown trout. Little rounded face. Just like most female trout. Really pretty fish. Ooh. I think this guy might be the big one. Let's see him. Big fish of the day so far. Maybe up to a 14-incher. Yeah, might be a tie. It's a rainbow. Nice. Felt like a brown a little bit. He's close. He's not quite as long as that last brown. This guy's a foot, 12 inches. It's the biggest brown I caught so far today. It's 13 inches. And this guy is 12. So he definitely isn't the big fish of the day. Nice little female rainbow. Let's get her back in the water.
It was at this point where I knew I was fishing pretty close behind someone who got there before me. These pools were so perfectly fishy, but I only saw a few fish kind of chase the lure. When I got to the trailhead this morning, there was one other vehicle in the parking area, and I wondered when I'd come across the people. Well, there they are. This spot that they're at is one of the best places to fish in this part of the canyon. It's also a little tricky to get past this spot. I've hiked several miles past this pool before, but I decided to end the trip here today. The sun was blazing and it was fairly humid down here in the bottom of this canyon. Might have to come back here again in the middle of September when it cools down a bit. I'd like to go past the pool where I saw that couple since there are some really nice pools beyond here that almost never get fished. Today I made it about 2 miles from where I started fishing, but it felt like at least twice that. Well, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can find your way back here for the next outdoor adventure. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again real soon.
Mm-hmm.